You think you're choosing what to watch. You're not. An algorithm is choosing for you, using techniques from dark psychology. Today, we're exposing how social media hacks your brain. Today, you'll learn what algorithms actually are, how they hook your attention using fear and outrage, why dopamine loops make you addicted, how filter bubbles shape your reality, and most importantly, how to protect yourself from algorithm manipulation. Let's start with the basics. What even is an algorithm? An algorithm is a set of instructions that tells a computer what to show you. Social media algorithms analyze billions of data points about you: what you click, how long you watch, what makes you angry, what makes you share. They learn your patterns faster than you know yourself. Within 260 videos, or about 35 minutes, an algorithm knows your vulnerabilities well enough to exploit them. That's according to internal documents from a TikTok lawsuit. But here's what nobody tells you. Algorithms aren't neutral. They're designed to maximize engagement. And engagement doesn't mean valuable content. Engagement means emotional responses: fear, anger, outrage, anxiety. Research from 2026 shows fear triggers get 49 times more views than hope. That's not a bug, that's a feature. The algorithm learned that scary content keeps you scrolling longer, so it shows you more scary content. Understanding this is crucial. You're not just watching content. You're being manipulated by systems designed to exploit human psychology for profit. And the first step to protecting yourself is understanding how they work. Now let's talk about the hook system. How do algorithms actually get you to stay? They use specific emotional triggers that research proves work. The number one trigger is fear. Fear-based content averaged 264,000 views versus 5,000 for hope-based content. That's a 49 times difference. Why? Because fear triggers our survival instinct. It makes us alert, engaged, and more likely to share warnings. Second is outrage. Content that makes you angry gets shared 3 times more than neutral content. The algorithm learned this fast. It shows you content designed to infuriate you because outrage keeps you watching. Third is empathy. Content that triggers empathy gets 2,139 shares on average. Stories of suffering, struggles, and survival create emotional connections that drive sharing. The pattern is clear. Algorithms prioritize high arousal emotions. They don't care if the content is true, helpful, or healthy. They only care if it makes you feel something strong. This creates a dangerous feedback loop. You see content that triggers fear. You share it. More people see it. They get scared. The cycle continues. And somewhere in the middle, your mental health pays the price. If you want to understand why you can't stop scrolling, you need to understand dopamine loops. Dopamine is your brain's reward chemical. When you anticipate something good, your brain releases dopamine, and that feeling keeps you wanting more. Social media algorithms are expert dopamine engineers. They use a technique called variable rewards. This is where it gets dangerous. Variable rewards mean unpredictable outcomes, like a slot machine. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't, but you keep pulling the lever because the uncertainty is addictive. Your brain craves the next hit. Every time you get a like, a comment, a share, your brain releases dopamine. But here's the trick. The algorithm makes this unpredictable. You don't know when the next reward comes, so you keep checking, keep scrolling, keep hoping for the next dopamine hit. The average person checks their phone 96 times per day. That's once every 10 minutes. You're not addicted because you're weak. You're addicted because billion-dollar companies spent billions of dollars designing this addiction. The slot machine psychology isn't accidental. It's intentional design. Every notification, every like, every scroll is engineered to trigger your brain's reward centers. You're not just using an app. You're being used by the app. The most insidious effect of algorithms might be filter bubbles. You think you're seeing the full picture. You're not. The algorithm only shows you what it knows you'll agree with. This happens through confirmation bias amplification. Confirmation bias is your brain's tendency to seek information that confirms what you already believe. And algorithms supercharge this tendency. You click on content you agree with. The algorithm notices. It shows you more content like that. You agree with it. The cycle continues. Soon, you only see your own perspective. You lose touch with other viewpoints. You think everyone agrees with me because you've never seen disagreement. This is how algorithms shape your reality. They don't just show you content, they show you a version of reality. One curated specifically for your biases, your beliefs, your vulnerabilities. Political campaigns use this. Marketers use this. Manipulators use this. They know that if they can put you in a filter bubble, they can shape what you believe without you knowing. The danger is real. Filter bubbles create echo chambers. Echo chambers create division. Division creates conflict. And it all starts with an algorithm that only shows you what you want to see. Question your feed. Seek diverse perspectives. The algorithm is not your friend. Now let's talk about the real cost. What happens when algorithms control your attention? Mental health consequences are documented and severe. Anxiety rises, depression increases, sleep suffers, relationships deteriorate. In 2026, TikTok settled a social media addiction lawsuit. Meta and YouTube were found negligent for designing platforms that harm mental health. These are not accusations, they're legal findings. But the cost isn't just mental health, it's time. The average person spends 2.5 hours on social media daily. That's 15 hours per week, 30 days per year. Years of your life given to algorithms that profit from your attention. The cost is your autonomy. Algorithms don't show you what matters. They show you what triggers engagement. Your values, your goals, your relationships, these take second place to engagement metrics. And the cost is your reality. Algorithms shape how you see the world. They decide what you fear, what you believe, what you think is true. You think you're forming opinions freely. You're not. The algorithm is forming them for you. Awareness is the first step. Understanding these mechanisms doesn't make you immune, but it makes you conscious. And consciousness is power. So that's how algorithms use dark psychology to control you. They hook with fear, addict with dopamine, trap you in filter bubbles, and reshape your reality for profit. You're not the customer, you're the product. But now you know, awareness is power. Set time limits. Curate your feed intentionally. Follow creators who challenge you, not just those who confirm you. Seek diverse perspectives. And remember, you control your attention. Don't let an algorithm control it for you. If this opened your eyes, subscribe for more digital wellness content. Share with someone who needs to understand this. Together, we can take back our attention. I'll see you in the next deep dive. Stay aware, stay free.